My dad said, let's go to Mexico and have a father-son trip. I was probably about 18 years old. We get down to Mexico and I sneak off and I find the local liquor store and I get a bottle of Jose Cuervo and I drank it. I get back to the campsite and my dad could see that I was drunk, and he came up to me and he just said, how could you? He's there trying to get me sober. He's like, how could you? He took one step towards me and I knocked him out. I was a runaway and I hadn't been home in weeks. I wanted to get some clothes, so I had gone back to the house, and they were those old aluminum windows that you could stick a flathead screwdriver in and pop them open. And that door had flung open, and it was my dad. And next thing I know, we were on the ground, but there was blood. There was blood all across the side of his face. He yelled. He said, "Cindy, call the police. Troy just stabbed me with the screwdriver." I had a guy in my cell that kept wanting to pray with me. And I remember thinking, nah, that's not me. He said, "Hey, you want to go to church with us?" And I didn't go to find God. This little lady comes out and she starts preaching the gospel. And this lady was no bigger than 5 feet tall, but she had a personality or a stigma about her like she was a giant. And she led everybody in prayer, but I remember just saying inside of my head, I said, "God, if you're out there, I really need some help." And it was like a lightning bolt came down. And I believe that I had a spiritual awakening that day, that God showed me He was real. And that I could get clean, I could get sober. My dad and I's relationship was super strained. But when I got sober, I was able to go back to work with him, and we became best friends. Growing up as a kid, I never saw my dad cry. Never showed a lot of emotion. And at that moment, he had walked to my side, and he just grabbed me and hugged me and held me. And he said, "I want you to know that the last 10 years working with you have been the best 10 years of my life." I bawled like a baby. What I didn't know at that time was that I was always looking for that. As a kid, I was always looking to have that relationship with my dad.